Hi, welcome to the second part of the ISMM Level 5, Unit 501, Understanding and Developing Customer Accounts video. Last time we took a look at the Decision Making Unit, the DMU. Today we're going to take a look at the internal, but more importantly, the external factors that affect the decision making. From an internal decision-making perspective, really we need to look at two things. One, what are the processes that are going on in the organisation? And secondly, what is culturally important? So if we take a look at the buying processes, for example, did I have a preferred suppliers list? Is there a sign-off process? Do you have any history with the organisation in terms of the way that you transact? Do you have certain systems that are in place? So all of those are fairly mechanical processes that you need to be aware of, because those internal factors will affect how the decision is made. The second is more of an emotional type factor, which is really around how the organization operates. So for example, do they have a set of values that they follow? We often say that if a company was a stick of rock and you cut it open, what actually would it say inside? So are they the sort of company that just want to screw their supplies into the ground and get the cheapest price possible? Or are they the sort of company that want to grow long and lasting relationships? So these sort of factors will definitely affect the way that you work with an organization. But the second is really the external factors. And I guess the last couple of weeks or so since Brexit are probably never has it been more important to look at the external factors that could be affecting your business. So let's take a look at that. And the tool that really is the best tool for measuring external factors is PESTLE. PESTLE stands for political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. And these are all the different factors that you need to analyze to just understand your plan, your business plan, to understand whether or not you should go into new markets, whether or not you should try to batten down the hatches. These are all the things that kind of go into place. The model was created by Harvard professor Francis Aguilar in his book, Scanning the Business Environment. And very much it's used in conjunction with SWOT analysis, particularly in terms of the opportunities and threats that you see on a SWOT. But it's really just thinking about how can we maximize these current factors that are going on around us, and also what are the threats that we need to be aware of. And it's a great tool, as I said earlier, in terms of being able to plan for the future and be quite objective in the way that you approach certain markets. Certainly the decision to leave the EU was greeted with quite an emotional reaction by many. And using the tool really gives you the opportunity just to think quite rationally and quite objective about the opportunities that now await for us, but also the threats that could be around the corner. So let's take a look at each of them in turn. So, political. What better one to start with? Very much, what is the political environment that you are working within in the particular marketplace that you're in? So what are the sort of policies that are now going to be made, both on a national, an international, but also on a regional level as well? What are the business policies that are out there? How will they view business policies in your marketplace? If you're going into new territories, new geographies, okay, are there any laws, any policies that you need to be aware of in terms of the governments that operate on there? So very much politics, absolutely, is a huge area. Secondly, economy, linked of course with the politics, certainly over the last few weeks. But in terms of the economy, what is the economy like in the market that you're looking to trade in? Is it in decline? Is it growing? Is it stable? Is it stagnating? What sort of things do you need to be aware? What are the exchange rates like? If you think about the exchange rates prior to the referendum, I wish that I bought my euro holiday money the day before, not the day after, because suddenly the pound took a massive hit. So how does that affect your business from an import, from an export perspective? You know, will labour be quite expensive to hire? What are the rates of different labour costs in different areas? So very much, will people coming into your market, what will be the trade tariffs, etc., that are now imposed onto various different products in certain different countries? So these are all the areas that you need to be aware of from an economic perspective. Socially, what are the different demographics that work within your marketplace? What is the population growth rate? What's the age profile? Is that likely to shift over a period of time? What is the sort of market in terms of education? Are they socially mobile? Are there certain job trends, employment patterns that are going on within your marketplace? I guess, what are the social attitudes to the sort of business that you're looking to launch? And is there anything from a religious belief that you should be wary of? So certain threats, certainly from a socio perspective, but also, of course, a huge amount of opportunity there. Technology, the fourth part of PESTLE. Are there any new technologies that you could be using? Are there any new technologies coming over the hill that actually may affect your business? Are there any competitors that are bringing out technology that you need to obviously be aware of? Are there any other businesses not in your space right now that could have the capability with technology to take out your market, maybe even replace the product that you're currently selling? So all of these areas need to be thought about, because technology, as we know, is a fast-paced environment. And how can you maximize that? But also, what are the areas that you need to be aware of? Legally, are there any laws that are now coming into place that will affect your business? If you're going into a new market, what are the specific regional country laws that you must be aware of? And lastly, the environment. As we become much more environmentally aware, what are the areas that you should think about? Do you need to become ISO 14001? Are your competitors becoming ISO 14001? Are there any of your current products that you're going to need to change to keep up with government regulations? Are there any products that you could now become more green, which will give you the edge into the marketplace? So thinking about all those different environments gives you a great opportunity, but also it's worth just thinking about the threats that are around the corner. So once you've done that, list all of your PESTLEs. Think about the factors specifically relevant to your business or to the markets that you work in or would like to work in. And then think about what is your specific opportunity, but also what are the specific threats that you need to be aware of. And out of that, you should be able to create an action plan for your business that will enable you to build a business plan for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and moving on from that, that will give you rationale and confidence going into, particularly in the UK at the moment, an uncertain world. So good luck with PESTLE. I don't think there's a better time right now, probably since the financial crisis, to be thinking about exactly our business, the effects, the external effects right now that are affecting our business. And on that, hopefully you can get some real belief, some real confidence, and go out there and truly go and sell what you're worth. So good luck, and we look forward to working with you on the next video.